Hello, greetings. This is Gilles Monsieur. I wanted to send blessings today and anchor this energy to speak. I've been guided to come and offer guidance through an oracle. But before, I wanted to say that for those who follow my video, that last year in December, I have recommended that everybody writes a letter to open on December 1st of the next year. So I did open my letter on November 1st, and I read and I wrote a new one for 2018. In essence, what we need to write on that letter is 4 or 5 things we want to eliminate from our life, and then 4 or 5 things we want to bring into our life, or augment, or culture, or nourish. Then you can write a message to yourself, and maybe some of the things you want to accomplish. You have the whole month to do it in December. So you prepare this red letter, and then you seal it and you put it into a drawer, and you write on it to open December 1st, 2018. 1 year in 1 year. So last year I was very, very ambitious. I wrote tons of things in this letter, but in essence I didn't accomplish much of the things that I had planned. Yet some of the small things that were very important to me did get accomplished. So I'm not really complaining about any of this. We are ready to really move towards something really, really different and very powerful. The highest wisdom that we can find today is action. What it is, what type of action do we need to get? What do we need to do is to understand what is the action. What we need to understand is trust. We can trust that we will be guided, our action will lead to where we need to go, that the whole process, we have to trust the process as much as possible. What we need to do is karma. We need to understand our karma in order to be free from it. As we understand our karma, we are able to disconnect, to disengage, to let go of certain programming and conditioning, so that we are more prepared to move into a more integrated plane of reality. And the general message for us today is the master guide. It is the guide of the spiritual path. It is the ability to connect on a higher plane with our spirit guides. So it is very important to use meditation. When you do meditation, at least 15 or 20 minutes a day, to connect, to use your intention to connect to your guides, your angels, to the Melchizedek. They are very high sons, they're very wonderful teachers. You can call on them, they will respond, or the Lord Metatrons, or any archangel, Archangel Gabriel, Michael, Uriel, any spirit you feel comfortable with, whether it is Ascended Master. For it is important to use this time to connect some strong connection with this invisible world and to the multiple level of help that we may draw upon as time change and shift. Right now we're moving through, we have a very powerful full moon in Gemini. I was awake this morning around 6:30, and I saw this moon. She was just setting on the west horizon. It was really beautiful. Then Mercury is going retrograde until the 22nd, so there will be much time to slow down and to reintegrate, to readjust, to realign, to remember, to recall, to make all the adjustment we need. And then after the 22nd, Saturn is going to move into Capricorn. It's going to really accelerate. It's going to be a big acceleration, for we have 2 major portals, the 12-12 portal that is coming. And then the solstice on the 21st will be a very important portal. I wanted to say also that there is a return to the Oracle of Delft, know thyself. For once we know ourselves, we can know the whole universe and God and everything, for we all are one. We are this unity, we are this prime unity, this prime infinity. And so it is very important to let go of all those things that, because the Oracle says, know yourself, nothing more. Because anything that is more is an illusion that separates us from our true self. So it is important to understand that what we are seeking is ourself. It is the divinity within ourselves that we are seeking, and this is what we bow to. This is what we are grateful for, and this is really what we seek to align with. Certain things have to be accepted as the highest truth, such as oneness and love and unity and compassion and joy. Those things have to, before they can be fully integrated, they have to be understood. For there was a spiritual teacher, not really spiritual, more psychological person on the internet that speaks about psychology and pretends to speak of spirituality, but I'm not sure. I think this person is an atheist, but in any event, it's not. She was explaining that beyond oneness there is an infinite separation, and so I tried to figure out what she was trying to explain. And I saw our own ego and illusion beyond the oneness, but there is nothing beyond oneness. There is no. time and space create the illusion of time of separation. And once we reintegrate the program, we go through the cycle of consciousness from the outside circle to the inner circle. We master the understanding of supremacy, which is the transcendental level of understanding in relationship to time, space, matter, and energy. To understand supremacy is really what we're seeking, is the mastery of time and space, the beginning of the self-revelation of God, the sevenfold. But in a sense, the supremacy is a sevenfold revelation. For now, we are meant to understand one of those reality ascension potential, but we'll come to realize there are 7 different aspects of divinity, that 7 different ministry ways of looking at things. God has always 7 attitudes in relationship to all things. For I've been studying the Emerald Tablet of Thoughts, the Atlantean. I'm on the 64th reading. It is wonderful. I'm really, every time I get it, it's just like the connection is getting a lot deeper now, an understanding of magic science and the connection. And in one of those tablets, he is explaining the secret of secrets, which he doesn't speak much about it, but he says at the beginning there is 3 prime unity, which is 3 beings that are one. There are 3 prime unity, beyond which nothing can exist, for that is the origin of things. We move from duality to unity, but from unity we'll understand the Trinity, and then we'll move on to the understanding of the sevenfold. And then we'll have to discover absolute nature, a transcendental nature. There are 4 levels of transcendental that has to be transcended and retranscended and retranscended, and eventually we'll come up to the understanding of God, the ultimate, which is the God of transcendentals. Just as much as the supreme is the God of time and space, the ultimate is the God of transcendental realities, which still comes short of understanding absoluteness, but it is a very it is definitely the approach that we are moving towards. And there was just for a little story when at some point I was realized that I came into my consciousness that there was this being known the consumer of the destiny of the universe. So I was kind of curious, because I know the universe is very young and it will take a timeless eternity before the universe can actually become the universe. And so I said, well, this being must be very, very patient. But then I realized on Paradise there is no time, and there is no, the time aspect does not even come into play. But the answer, the reflection I got from that is that when this will happen, the true destiny of the master universe will be consumed. It will be so grandiose that it will blow everything beyond. It cannot be conceived of what the true destiny of the universe, for the gods do not reveal themselves beyond the level onto which we are presently connected to. So anyway, it's just some things to think about. There is always possibilities of dreams and revelations. I'm going to pull out 3 cards. I'm going to pull out 3 cards to see for this week. At the beginning of the week is the Lady of Gabriel. It says that we are able right now to undertake anything. It is possible to move towards what we are looking for. And also we are able to attract the help that we need, because whatever we do, it is always better to do it with the help of the universe, because the right people can be sent to assist us in any enterprise. Then we move into the middle of the week, we move into the page of Ariel, and it means that great opportunities are opening up. Study of formation. It is time to get to work. So there will be a great deal of work, although these holidays will also be much rest, or we have to learn to rest in order to be more efficient at work. And the end of the week will be very grounded by great experience. It means, it says, let the inner child that is within you come out, new friends of old relationships that are coming back. It talks about childlikeness, and it is very much a card of joy, the 6 of Cups. And so it should be a very powerful week. I hope you will have a good time going through that experience of full moon. Do not think too much. It is a full moon in Gemini, so not to make too much of things. Go into the feeling center and enjoy every moment of it as much as possible. Surrender, let go of all those things that are not in harmony. Return to the harmony, and from there you will be able to bring those other elements into a more gracious resolution. I hope this message was interesting for you. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.